I'll be coming for you anyway. Take on me. Take on me. Take me on. Take on me. I'll be gone. Take on me. Take on me. I'll be gone. Take on me. Take on me.
Yeah! Kick it! You wake up late for school, man, you don't want to go. You ask your mom, please, but she still says no. You missed 2 classes and no homework. But your teacher preaches class like you're some kind of jerk. You gotta fight for your right to party. Your pops caught you smoking, man, he says, no way. That hypocrite smokes 2 packs a day. Man, living at home is such a drag. Now your mom threw away your best porno man. What's it? You gotta fight for your right to party. You gotta fight. Don't come out of this house if that's the clothes you're gonna wear. I'll kick you out of my home if you don't cut that hair. Your mom busted in and said, what's that noise? Oh, mom, you're just jealous. It's the Beastie Boys. You gotta fight for your right to party. You gotta fight for your right to party.
Hello, friends, foes, hookers and hoes, and those wimpy wimpy elderly. Like those born in the 80s, per se.
Born in the 80s? I don't think we have anybody that young.
I can hardly wait. Okay, I can hardly wait, and I've seen this probably 90 bazillion times, countless times, and I can hardly wait for part 2 of a 30-part series. Okay, part 2 of a 30-part series. I'm not wrong, am I, Debbie?
No, it's more than that. It could be infinite.
It could be, yeah. It might be. That might be. That's like underestimating it. At like way underestimating it for faux show. So first, let's clarify for those apparently hard of hearing. Maybe when you're, I guess when you let, like, maybe it's an STD breaker. I don't know what it could be, but anyways, Debbie Douche, I'm not inviting you on my panel. I'm trying to shut you the hell up. Okay, you literally sit there and say, "Oh, BBT thing. Oh, I can't do it now because I'm just gonna. I have to. I have a lot of appointments that I'm going to tell you all about. Anyways, how's Wednesday sound? And you know what? You might even like me because can I tell you that Randy likes me? We're best friends. Randy's my best friend. Did I tell you? Oh, anyways, you might like me. I promise you, right? And then she comes back and writes, and I can't wait to answer all the questions you've been waiting to ask me because I'm so relevant that I've been dying to get on anyone's panel, and it's about to happen. So
Veronica's asking how sweet Debbie Doll is.
I know, right?
Wow.
She's doing me a favor, right?
No, she's asking how she is.
Oh,
I don't think she knows what's going on.
I don't know. Listen, she's doing me
wants to be
relevant.
Yeah.
She literally said, "Oh, I would go on BBT's panel, right?" She walked right into it. She's like she's like another dumbass.
So we unblocked her.
So she said, "Oh, BBT, like BBT," because I said, "Why you writing to me on Triggered Trainwreck?" And by the way, dumbass, how many fucking accounts do you have? Because I know you have Debbie Doll, you have Debbie S, you had and those are the ones I remember off the top of my head. So with that said, I might have lost it. All right. So with that said, okay, I assure you. And I assure you, if that's what your goal is to have me like you, that ain't gonna happen. So let's just you're back to being blocked because I don't. First of all, I don't like people who lie, and you lied right out the gate because you said, and I don't know whose channel is behind this channel, and I even asked Randy, and Randy didn't even know. Like, you need Randy to be your credibility that you're not lying or that you don't know who it is when you do know who it is, because you just have to narrow it down, you crazy whack. You hate bonded with the fucking person, you wacko. Yeah. So, in fact, I think you did a conference call. So I know you both know who it is. Anyhow, moving on. Like I said, I don't befriend people who use any tactics, manipulative tactics to manipulate people. For example,
anyone who will accept them,
right? And you even spend the time to figure out what the person might benefit most from. In other words, what you can use to manipulate, whether it's food, like Natasha, because Natasha was so excited that, how did you get this yet? Like, we don't even have Uber Eats, you silly little thing, right? Or if it's monetary, or if it's, you can come down to this. That's before I knew it was the STD capital of the world, right, in the United States. and you promise that you'll never tell a soul with everything. I'll never tell anyone. Oh, I promise I would never do that. I would never tell. Oh, you can just come take a vacation. It'll be so fun. You can get away. You're so stressed out. Oh, I won't say anything. And then, or you say, I won't take no for an aunt. Oh, please take it. This is my donation. And then you lie and you fucking go and you say you're petrified. You walked right into it, stupid. You're petrified. You're so petrified that you went real life and you contacted the district attorney to tattletale on me. And now you can't wait to get on my panel. And I might even like you. We might be Tripsy. We could all be friends and do each other's hair and braids and tell secrets. And so no, there's no chance of me liking you. So let's just put that right out there right now. And I have no questions for you except why are you a Debbie douche? And why do you go real life? And why did you lie and say that, number one, you even got, I want to see proof that, forget it. You're an idiot. I'm not even wasting my time on you, moron.
You see how excited she got when you responded?
Yes.
And how many she wrote?
And then Trigger Trainwreck is jealous.
And
back again, huh? Great. Another one's going on BBC's panel. Great. I don't know who that could be. Who could I just have to narrow it down to who hates BBT. Well, it can't be Carolyn because she has one. It can't be Randy because she has one. Can't be Wendy because she has one. It can't be me because I'm an idiot. So that leaves one other person. I mean, really? You lie right out the gate.
Or 50.
Right. Yeah. I'm not counting the personalities. I'm just counting the person.
Yeah.
When you have to, when you're
exactly, Veronica. She was on Trigger Trainwrecks.
Immediately.
She's asking.
Right.
So she's been texting. She's been commenting over there. So she says, I can't go on her panel because I'm blocked over there. So,
but she fails to mention she had 5 channels.
But in
accounts.
So BBT said, okay, now you're unblocked.
Right.
When can you come on channel? And she says, panel. And she says, oh, I can't today. Maybe tomorrow. Oh, I can't.
You might like me. We could be friends.
I'm willing to answer any questions.
Yeah, I'm so happy to answer questions. This is going to be so good for you. Like she's doing me a motherfucking favor. Yeah. And then she said, you might even find out you like me. And I said, well, that cancels that out because I know I'm not going to. So let's just forget that.
Yeah, but
same as it always is.
Same as
it always is.
Like I said, is it really her? Doesn't the creator make 11 billion alts?
Who? Debbie Douche?
Yeah, it's her.
Yeah, it's Debbie Douche. Trust and believe.
Well, Debbie Douche could be a part of the different personalities, maybe.
Maybe she is. She's a clone account. Who knows?
No, maybe she's.
The way she wrote, how excited she was, and how pissed off Trigger Trainwreck was. She's like, great, back again, huh? What am I going to have to block you if you keep interacting with BBT? I'll block yo ass. What kind of hate channel gets jealous of someone talking to BBT too much? That's fucking hilarious. The only real person over there.
Probably scared you might actually like her.
Yeah, I know, right? Truly. Okay. Yeah, we got more important things to worry about. Okay.
You want to do a quick review?
No, well, that if you didn't watch that, no.
That's where I cannot come in and announce like that. If Jimmy said he was going to kill them.
Okay, wait. Do you guys remember
do
you remember what she said happened last night?
Knock on the door.
Wait.
That's why I said, do you want to review? We can show one of your videos.
YouTube.
I know.
First word would probably be would have felt an ounce. Killed everything. that would happen from the
She fucks up, but watch this fuck
because
up.
they're on some power, and I'm going to scare that person's going to go. I'm going to scare that person off, and then I'm going to scare this one off, and I'm going to scare that one off, and I'm going to, and I don't care if they get killed in the meantime, because they're on some power trip, okay? That they're just going in and knocking off whoever they want, and it's ridiculous. You're so shocked that this is even a thing. Absolutely. My daughter told me a long time ago when I got the first threat last year from the guy that said he was going to burn me alive and all of that stuff. That she said,
what my daughter first told me about this the last year. She fucked up bad. Watch, she hates herself right there.
Told me about swatting.
Watch.
Guy that said he was going to go when I got the first.
Watch.
You're so shocked that this is even a thing. Absolutely. My daughter told me a long time ago when I got the first threat last year from the guy that said he was going to burn me alive and all of that stuff.
Watch.
That she said, she told me about swatting. I had never heard of it until last year.
Why would she know? She's on the so she's the interweb genius, and you've been on it since 1985. Yeah, your daughter told you.
And never in my life did I think
I would pull it off, and I didn't. Jimmy would ruin it for me. Never in my life did I think Jimmy would fuck it up like he did.
Jimmy and BBT.
Something like that would happen.
Right. Because it didn't.
We need to absolutely. Yeah, they think they can control everything. And the more power you give to them, the more you yield to them, and the more you're scared of them, the more you run away from them, the more power they get, the more dangerous they get, and more people are going to be hurt, killed.
See, this is when I knew right then. I'm like, she's going to fucking do this more. Look at her. More people are going to be hurt. Who would say that? Why would you know that? More people are going to, unless you're behind it, you wouldn't know that. More people are going to get hurt, killed. I mean, what the hell?
It's a thrill. It's like an on.
Look at her.
It is. I think it's like they get a high from it. They get
imagine.
Look what I'm doing.
How would you know?
And as sick as it is, if Jimmy had been killed, I don't think they would have felt an ounce of remorse.
Boy, that tells you something, huh? That says something right there. Talk about projection. Who the fuck would say that? Why the fuck would anyone care about Jimmy? We don't care about Jimmy. We're on social media, lady. You're the one that cares. It's your husband, stupid. Yeah. You're the one that would care enough to set him up to be killed. We wouldn't. Yeah. Nobody has a problem with Jimmy but you.
But they first word would probably
be good.
I don't think they would. As sick as it is, if Jimmy had been killed,
that's awful.
I don't think they would have felt an ounce of remorse.
That's what they wanted.
I don't think they would.
So she's talking about herself there. She wouldn't have, because you're the only one fantasizing. How are you fantasizing about someone else's feelings of remorse when it didn't happen?
Yeah, why would you make it worse?
Right, it never happened.
She looks like she has PTSD.
Right, who said Jimmy was going to die? You did.
First word would probably be good. Now she'll probably finally get off YouTube.
Oh, imagine that.
So
imagine that. You
finally get off.
You heard it.
I think they first word would probably be good. Now she'll probably finally get off.
But did you hear what she said? That if they killed Jimmy, she'd get off YouTube.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Why would somebody have to kill Jimmy to get you off YouTube? Right? Someone can't go after her because she's gonna have to get off YouTube. Right? So she makes Jimmy the target.
Right. So
right. Isn't that sick? Why would anyone out of us have a Jimmy?
So that's her concern.
Why would Jimmy have a target on his back from one of us? Right? He wouldn't. She maybe, not him. Right? But she'd have to get off YouTube if someone was after her. Right. So she doesn't even mention her being killed.
YouTube.
Isn't that sick?
First word would probably be good.
That's sick.
Now she'll probably finally get off YouTube.
See?
So she puts a conversation in there.
if my little boys had been killed. I still don't think there'd be any remorse.
Oh my God. That illusionary thing.
Thanks, Kelly.
What'd Callie say?
Oh, thanks, Potter. Thank you. Hey, whisper to me. Did they knock on the door?
Oh,
They were okay.
hold on.
They pounded on the door when they saw Jimmy, and they were screaming, "Open the door!" And they
The door was open.
Okay, now you heard that. They pounded on the door and screamed, "Open the door," because that's what a SWAT team does. They ring the doorbell and knock, like it's trick or, right? They got these fancy costumes, fun.
They were screaming.
They were screaming, "Open the door!" And the bad guy just went, "Okay, we'll open the door."
The door, and he says, "You know, I'm coming.
Oh,
and they said, "Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands." So there's a window. So he showed them his hands. Now, had he had the gun,
well,
he would have been shot.
Obviously.
No, if he'd had the gun, they would kill him right when they walked.
Obviously, if anyone had a gun, they'd be killed. Stupid. Why would someone be walking down the stairs with because somebody's saying, "Oh, you mean they didn't identify themselves, Carolyn? They didn't say, New York State Police." They have to. Right. That's a law. They have to identify themselves. State Police, open the door.
You look at me.
They do.
She's looking at me like she's like, this is the first time that I've ever heard.
I know. Sorry, Debbie. I'm like convinced, Debbie.
They told
us. Watch. They told you that? Okay.
Yeah, she uses her voice.
Right.
So you know, it was very
what was scary? Nothing happened.
She has PTSD.
Right. Times 7.
And they were surrounding the house. We thought they were, they were surrounded around the house.
You know how it was 8?
Teams?
You know how it was 8? Well, it quadrupled. You didn't even know. It quadrupled. So let's go with it. Now it's 40. Now they're all around the house, banging on the what?
She told us how many units they had here. We didn't even know how many units they had here.
How many?
Units.
If you look in the snow, you know, now that it snowed again.
Wait, what?
Now that it snowed again.
Snow, you know.
Why don't you just tell me how many units? She told you how many units. Why do we have to look in the snow? We can't look in the snow, stupid. It's social media.
Snowed again.
It snowed again?
If you look in the snow, you know, now that it snowed again, but
now that it snowed,
completely covered with footprints all around. And they came on foot because it had to be, they had to come. They weren't going to not come and announce like that. If Jimmy said he was going to kill them, she told us, it was, let me see your hand. And they were screaming, open the door, and pounded on. Did they knock on the door? They were, okay. They pounded on the door when they saw Jimmy, and they were screaming, open the door. Someone else at Target. They want you to be afraid. It's horrible. That was my first call.
January.
It all just a little stirring the pot a little bit, because you may think, oh, they're not hurting what happens to.
So they snuck up so that they could pound on the door and scream the top of their lungs, open the door. So they left all their bulletproof. They left their bulletproof SWAT vehicles, right, down off the mountain, right, and they walked up in a blizzard. Right, they carried all their sawed-off shotguns and their grenades, their nunchucks. They carried all they actually, I think they rode up on unicorns, right? And they screamed, "Open the door! Show me your hands!" Because they had to sneak up, right? Watch.
Any creator that's role, creator, thank you, hon, being allowed. Gets a person to it a little bit, right? We have to have a zero happen to me.
I might have lost it.
My last to watch Target. Oh, but he doesn't get it because there'll always be people if they're listening, and to make it heard, stand together and make our voices heard. And that will use something. Did it? I heard they did. He did it. IBC, right? that someone doesn't say ABC did it. I know ABC did it. I bet you ABC did it. I heard they did. Because there'll always be people that will use something like this to get back at someone else.
Bingo.
And that's sad too. Right?
Bingo bango.
But oh, you got a troll there?
Oh, watch this. What timing?
Your name attached. Hope they're listening. Yeah, well, we have to make them listen.
Oh.
We have to make our voices heard. And whether it's to just band together and bombard media stations to make it heard.
Bombard media stations.
We have to go to our legislatures. You know, we just have to go there.
We just have to
go to our governor.
Our
you just got to
governor. Bombard them.
What do I? Prayers for you, okay, hon? You know exactly the, to change. Duty Ron. Hi, Duty Ron. Who's that? Okay, let's see what we have. Just send me an email. Thank you. Can't give it to him.
Watch how excited she gets.
Right. I told him I just need the email so I can give it to him.
Is that $50?
Oh, she gets a lot of money.
Person.
Yeah. She gets a shit ton of money. Look at her face.
Oh, BRB doll, I hope you're doing well. Prayers for you.
Prayers. Thank you.
Good night, sweetie.
Thank you. This is everything I hoped it would be and more. This is great. Keep the money coming. Come on.
Duty Run.
Kick it up.
Anybody? Carolyn at True Crime. What we have. Get the email?
Hey, Lori.
All you have to do is click on that website. They've all got. Yeah, if they've all got.
What?
If they've all. Just click on that tab 7. You're.
He said he's had 15 wellness checks and
yeah, that was the one that was doing the 30,000.
Okay, cab 7. Your thing is coming. All you have to do is click on that website.
What website?
Okay. Yeah, if they've all got.
Got what? They've all got what?
Hey, manager of Three Monsters, how are you? How's Avery, manager of Three Monsters? I hope he's doing good. I pray for him all the time.
They were all saying, we hope this person goes into jail. Yep.
Is it connected to
what does she use? Zoom?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can use Zoom or Duty Run, or you can
see,
call
watch multiple videos.
So you can use
the lady. Yep.
Just email me and I'll give you all the options. Carolyn at True Crime Chat.
Poor Carolyn.
Hi, who's there?
Oh.
Do I call you the glare officers? Anywhere where there's, I'm on high alert. It sounds like he's.
Oh wait, this is a great one.
He said they did not. Thankfully, the glare on my. I don't know what it is. Thankfully, the glare on my children slept through it. Thankfully,
I thought they
did not know.
I thought they pounded on the door.
My son heard tonight when he said, I just gotten out of the shower and he was screaming, Daddy, Dad. I said, and at first I thought, oh my gosh, I'm on high
Oh.
alert. It sounds like and then he said, someone just left a message that they're coming
Listen to
up
this.
to shoot you and us, me and the boys, what they said. Then they're going to go at it with Jimmy, fight
Go
him.
at it.
Fight
And then
him.
when they're done, they're going to shoot him with their auto. What do they say?
Do what?
Shoot him with their auto.
We wrote this down.
I wrote
have
this-
it
down.
on
she
my
wrote it
laptop.
down.
She remembers all those-
She wrote it down.
It said my full name. It said that I better get some security up there because they're on their way to kill me, my full name, and your boys.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to fight Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
And after I fight him, I'm going to kill him. What did they say, with my automatic weapon or my
Mm-hmm.
my auto? What? Jimmy, I don't even know. I don't know. But and they said goodbye. Then they said goodbye.
Oh,
They would say goodbye.
they said goodbye. How polite.
Yeah,
Um,
my son got that.
I don't know much, but Jimmy, if I was you, I'd be sleeping with one eyeball open. Like, she's much more scary
He
than
sleeps with a shotgun.
than being in the penitentiary. Okay, I'd be sleeping with a motherfucking shank if I was you at all times. She talks about your life, you being dead more than anything I've ever heard of anyone. And nothing's happened. I mean, you're gonna fight someone and then they're gonna kill you. Who?
He didn't say he was going to fight someone.
Right. Who? I thought they were Jimmy. Now they're not Jimmy anymore. Doesn't they say they're Jimmy?
Yeah, or one of them,
Right.
or maybe two of them.
So let's get this straight. So the person's now calling Carolyn and saying they're gonna fight Jimmy,
Mm-hmm.
and the other person called the cops and said they were Jimmy and they were gonna fight the cops. Wow. How'd they know?
Message,
It's
my
so
little
long.
son.
Oh, her little sons.
So
Give me your money.
my auto or my
This is convincing,
tell
right?
him, my automatic weapon or my
I wrote it down. I wrote it down.
my auto Jimmy.
Jimmy.
I don't know. But and they say goodbye. Then they say goodbye.
Oh, she got that part down.
At least they're polite.
Yeah, my son got that message.
Oh, did he?
My little son.
Did he?
So
you weren't on high alert.
She was in the shower.
he got the message. Teacup. It
Yeah.
came in. I was up getting out of the
Oh.
shower.
Doesn't she look like she's
And-
got PTSD?
It's horrible.
Right.
He didn't answer the phone, Tamara. It came on the answering
Oh,
machine.
again?
That's why I have it. The police
Why
have
aren't
it
the
too
police
now.
Oh.
monitoring that phone?
Right. They have it, Debbie.
The monitor you.
She just said now that the police have
Okay,
it.
Adacor. Take those babies out for some fun. Oh, thanks, Adacor.
Didn't you
Thank
hear her?
you.
She said now the police have it too.
We're getting a huge snow.
Oh,
We're getting one. I thought
right.
she just said there
I
was
thought you
one.
just said that there was you.
Who would leave a message like that?
I know.
Someone's sick.
Oh, I know somebody. You could probably narrow it down, right, Carolyn?
Hi, Michelle K. Thanks. Your dad? Oh, okay. Yeah, we have to band together. It's the only way something's going to be done.
Save lives.
Mm-hmm. See, she doesn't want to do this by herself because she doesn't want all the responsibility. If
No, and like I said, now that it'll go into the investigation stages, I'll work. I'll be working with the
They're not investigating yet.
right. The what?
What did they call it?
What did they call it?
What
She
they
said.
call it.
Computer Crimes Task Force
Oh.
with the state police
That was-
Right.
to be getting them
The
everything
crimes,
they
yeah.
need
Right.
and working with the investigators there.
Okay.
But I'm not. I
Where?
will not.
In your head?
Publicize if they leave any more things like that. Just because I'm not going to give them the
She's planning on it.
attention
Will
on
not
that.
publicize.
Yep.
But I'm going to work on the investigation with them, and I'm going to lobby for this.
Oh, you should
you know,
lobby
to
for
change,
what?
What lobbying
to
for?
change the
Nope.
change the laws,
What laws?
because I think that's where I can do something meaningful, something that
Is her voice?
can save lives, not only of people on the internet, people creators, but police officers, anywhere where there's certain apps that allow people to just do the horrific things that are being allowed. Oh, thank you, Soul for Music. Thank you, hon. So, thankfully, Sunflower Brand, and I urge every creator, you might think it's, a little innocuous troll. Don't. Every troll, and I will tell you, every single troll.
It's me.
Oh, thank you, Michelle.
Wait, I have a question before you move on to trolls. How do you what are these apps that I'm not aware of that are designed to get people murdered? Shouldn't they already be illegal? Why do they need Carolyn to make those?
Apps that do crap.
What are those apps? What are the names of these apps? Are they like what, like
black screen?
That'll get you that'll get you killed.
The apps that kill cops.
Right. What is she in?
Or any person that's brought hate about for somebody to the point that
if it's a mass murder,
it stirs up so much hatred.
Now the money
had a part in what happened last night, has a part in what happens to any creator that's targeted.
Oh,
because you may think, oh, they're not a bad troll. They're just a little stirring the pot a little bit.
What do you mean?
No, it's not. Okay. It all affects everyone. And we have to have a zero tolerance on it. I can relate to this all too well. Some happened to me. Phone call, gonna send police to your home to shoot you.
Oh, what do you know?
Oh.
Like she had never heard about it.
Same phone call.
Look at her.
Going to send police to your house to shoot you. 7 is afraid. And then you have to watch. You have to watch out that some people don't. Okay, make some. One doesn't say, but together and bombard media to go to our governor. Your channel. If you go to the person's channel, Stephanie, right? Then when you're on their channel, just grab the URL that's up there and copy it. And then when you're on their channel, what do I push? Bombard media stations to make go to your URL.
Station,
they pick a name like the other night, Jennifer.
Watch.
And maybe you're not going to just find Jennifer because when you try to go, there's going to be 90,000 and you're not going to remember, exactly the one. And then you're going to get frustrated. So grab the URL right away and just store them. And just going to get frustrated. So grab and remember, when you try to go, there's going to be the other night, Jennifer. It's up there and copy it. Oh, Stephanie, right? Then when you're on their channel, just go to your channel. If you go to the person's channel, what do I band together? You have to your name stations to make it heard to go there. You just got to go to the person's channel.
Watch what she says.
Then when you're on their channel, just grab the URL that's up there and copy it. And then you'll have where their channel is, because sometimes.
Wait, so you're grabbing people's URLs in preparation for being swatted and attacked? Right. Okay, that's great. Listen.
They pick a name the other night, Jennifer. And maybe you're not going to just find Jennifer because when you try to go, there's going to be 90,000 and you're not going to remember exactly the one. And then you're going to get frustrated. So grab the URL right away and just store them.
See, like she's done. Now she's got a whole file to give to the cops.
Spreadsheets of
already stored IP addresses, which she truly did have. You guys think it's sick and this is a big joke? Truly did have IP addresses stored on a spreadsheet so she could give it to the police when this happened. Ironically, it did happen. Isn't that funny? Yep. How did she know it was going to happen again? And she was all prepared. Remember, Mary Ritt?
Did you say who might be?
Yeah. Yeah.
Does anybody want to call in? Does another creator?
Oh.
Want to Cab 7? Do you want to call in and tell us about what's going on, what happened to you, or anything?
Oh.
If you want to call in, let me know, and I'll
make this better for everyone. We can really kick this up. I think I skipped this part where she cries.
Did Gray Hughes?
No, I don't think so.
Part of their income or their full. I mean, I was like just a wreck.
I want to hear her cry.
Is he being targeted?
How much?
If you don't, because sometimes if I had that caller on the line, and if I had disconnected it with her, damned if you don't, because
She's
policy, because then
What?
she sometimes like I say damned if you do, damned if you don't, because
You
sometimes
said
if I
damned?
had that caller on the line,
Listen
and
to
if I
this.
had disconnected it with her when she was starting the crying rant or whatever it was, then no
What?
doubt somebody would have said to me, "Oh, you're so mean."
Wait, what?
You know, she was so wise.
Wait, what?
See, it's nice that we
Crying, right?
just, oh, you should have given her a chance, because no, that's our rule. It before somebody was killed. Well, let's notice anonymity that goes on social media, because the anonymity is the worst thing. It's allowing all these crimes to be committed. Okay.
What
I
crime?
mean,
Anonymity is the worst thing.
Right.
That's the worst thing.
yeah, please, April. Thank you.
Wait, was that a?
Behavior, and the new rules are that we're not. Is he being targeted? But see, even for him, you could say, okay, well, maybe somebody doesn't like his religion, right? Doesn't like the religion.
What?
Religion.
Listen.
I could understand, but I'm not here preaching religion.
See, she's just
And
an
I don't do
innocent mother.
politics.
Look at her.
And I
Talk
don't
about
do
guilt.
drama.
Talk about guilt.
So
You
why
don't
am
do
I
drama.
the target?
See? She's setting it up. Why would she be targeted, Debbie? She just can't understand it.
You know, I don't get it.
See?
But believe me,
Watch.
if
This is
it's
what scared
happening
me.
to me,
It's going to happen to other people.
It's just going to keep going, and
See?
it's going to hit the others.
See? That's when I went, oh, fuck, she's going to do this to other people.
I was scared too, Judy. I was really shaken
Of
up
what?
last night. Jimmy got, like
Listen
people
to
said,
this.
Jimmy didn't. They don't know Jimmy. Jimmy doesn't react at first. Like when Jimmy was here, and first he goes, "I'm going to bed." He didn't go to bed.
She tried to cover for that.
Both he and I didn't go to bed until after 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
We got our kids off for school, and then we went to bed for a little.
I thought it was a snow
Neither
day.
of us could sleep. Okay, so he said he was going to bed. He didn't go to bed.
You
And
said
then
the
it
school
dawned on
called.
him, because this is how Jimmy is.
It was a snow
Like,
day.
in the moment, he tries to say, calm, it's okay. Then he started to think about it.
Oh.
And at that time, we didn't even know that the caller said,
Yes, you did.
if you come up here, I'm going to shoot you.
Oh, yes,
Now,
you
we didn't
did.
even know that part.
Didn't she tell that right
So
away?
Yes.
he came.
She's
over and he
lying.
goes at this. You know what?
Watch.
I'm just thinking about that, playing that over in my head. If I had grabbed the shotgun like I was going to,
Like,
he goes, I was
going to.
And he goes, and then they banged again. And I said,
Imagine.
let me go see, because he could see the glass door.
Listen.
And he went to the glass door and they said, show me your hands, show me your hands. If he had had the shotgun, what that person said that they were Jimmy, he would have been shot. And the officers agreed with us tonight. He would have been shot and killed, and they would have been totally justified, because according to them, he threatened them. And then he comes down from the stairs and he's got a gun in his hand. So he would have been killed. Right. So there were some people that said, oh, her husband didn't sound that bad. It must not have been that bad. But he got very shaken up later on. Then he went out and to write a comment to just let everybody know what he's been thinking about. Then when they told us tonight that they said that, then he was like, crap, I would have been killed. The kids would not have had a father. You wouldn't have had a husband. I wouldn't have been here anymore.
Imagine.
All because somebody thinks it's a joke.
Somebody thinks it's a joke. You think it's a joke.
So, yeah, he was very shaken up after
Yeah.
that. And I was like just a wreck all night, because I thought they were intruders. That was the worst thing.
Oh.
Imagine the poor officer.
I can't tell you the fear when you think you really have people with guns in your house that are not the police.
They were the.
It's just terrifying. And I just kept saying this happens. I can't believe this is happening to me. I thought, this happened to other people.
See?
I'm going to die, from a violent crime, from somebody in my house. And all I kept thinking that it was somebody, that had come from YouTube. And I just said,
That's all
I
she
just
kept
can't
thinking?
believe this.
Listen. What did she say? They're not going to believe this?
From YouTube. This happened to other people. I'm going to die, from a violent crime, from somebody in my house. And all I kept thinking that it was somebody, that had come from YouTube.
Why would you think
and
that?
That's all she was
I just
thinking.
can't believe this.
I hear something saying,
I mean, come on. Are you really that afraid?
that's the sound of the men
Working on the chain. That's the sound of the men working on the chain.
all day long they say.
Back to this.
Yeah, Judy, I know. Believe me, I was thanking God last night.
Were you?
I thought she had PTSD.
She did, but not yet.
No, they probably didn't mean it as a joke because
Oh,
knowing
Probably.
what they said, they knew full on well that we had
They-
guns here. They knew full well we had
imagine.
guns, and they knew this is what the police told us. They knew you had firearms, and they knew you would probably
When did
come
they say all
down to the
that?
door with the firearms,
Na-
and
When
you
did they
would be
say all
shot.
that?
Did you hear
So
that?
They did want someone killed last
But
night.
they just said that.
Killed last arms and your
The
arms.
cop said that.
Well, we had guns, and they knew this is what the police told us. They knew you
Police-
had firearms, and they knew you would probably come down to the door with the firearms, and you
Lord.
would be shot.
Boy.
What part, Lori?
So they did want someone killed last night.
Yeah, I believe they did too.
What part, Lori? She said, "Play that again."
That's the part I believe that with. I agree with her.
So they to the door with the firearms, and you would be shot. Probably knew this is what we had guns here. Knowing what they said,
When did
they
they tell them they knew?
probably didn't mean it as a joke
Right.
because knowing what they said, they knew full on well that we
Yeah.
had guns here. They knew full well we had
How-
guns,
how does he
and
know
they
that they
knew
had
this
guns?
is what the police told us. They knew you had firearms, and they knew you would probably
Well,
come
how do they
down
know
to the
who it
door with the
was?
firearms, and you would be shot.
Who's they?
So they did want someone killed last night.
So you know who it was. Well, get him. What's the holdup?
So it's scary
Oh.
and it's crazy, and we've got to do something. We have to turn the situation around and stop it. And there was something like great on YouTube, like I said, creators came together.
See?
Whether that whether we see eye to eye on silly things like crimes and how we cover
Here we
them.
go.
Silly things.
The creators came
See?
together,
Mhm.
It's all about her.
no matter what, because I think every creator will
It gave her
say,
money.
whatever, maybe, I don't know, maybe our personalities clash, maybe this happens, but I don't want to see her dead. Just the way I wouldn't want to see any of them
Oh,
dead, right?
So you get money though.
Or any of them to have a SWAT team come into their house.
Oh. Why would you think that they would?
And so we have to stick together.
Oh, of course we do.
On that part of it, for the safety of all creators, for the safety of
Safety
everyone
first.
on YouTube that existed. It's horrible. Not even in just the true crime. We all have to come together. You will have a URL of Jimmy. And if he comes with a gun, well, there it is. And they would have been. Come on, officer. Really bad. We found out, the caller had said that Jimmy had called, he said it was Jimmy, and that he had killed all of us, and that he was held up in the house with a gun, and
How
he's
did-
going to shoot anybody that comes here. He's waiting for, come on, officers, I'm going to shoot you when you come here. So
So
what? Yeah. So
yeah.
they would have, if he would have come down with a shotgun, in all likelihood, they would have shot him. They would have been totally
Like,
justified. So
Carolyn's like pissed.
for all intents and purposes, he called and said, I'm going to shoot you.
No,
And if he comes with a
you
gun,
called.
well, there it is.
He called.
So, not
Although
not
last
anything.
night's story
Not
was
anything at all. So yeah, these
someone called and said
Said it to
Jimmy,
me. Yeah, I had
Jimmy,
told them.
Jimmy's held up in the house and killed.
Oh yeah, right. They can spoof. That's what the sergeant told me. She said she got a call with her
Look
number.
at this. She screws it up.
About a scam. Her
scam?
number coming up.
Why would her number call herself?
Petition Congress. We've got to
We've
go.
gotta go
We've
tonight.
We've got to get on the
Guys.
media. We have to get these stories out there. It just has to be out there. It's gone to someone's. You know what it is? Here's what it is. It always has to wait usually till someone's killed, right? And then when someone's killed,
That's what she was hoping.
then everything changes. And then everybody says, oh, I wish we would have noticed it before somebody was killed. Well, let's notice it before someone is killed, because there's already been a gamer, at least one that's been killed in a swatting, right? Let's not, that's enough. That's enough. Isn't that enough? So who's her? What do you mean, Alma?
Lori misunderstood something. But
The sergeant? Was that I was speaking to?
Oh.
So, I mean, let's.
What's the other one that?
What's a scam? Texas woman, I'm sorry, I don't know what you said. I thought you said that you're getting calls on your phone with your number. Isn't that what you said, Texas woman? Maybe I misunderstood you. And I'm saying they can spoof your number. Just like if you get a call from the IRS and it's a scam, it says IRS. It's not really the IRS. It's that automated
You would know.
voice, and then it tells you to call another
What was
number
the
and
other
you're going
one
to get a fine. That's
Yeah.
not the IRS, but they spoof the number to say IRS,
Oh,
right?
Carolyn, how would
that kind of stuff.
Oh, you're so proficient.
knowledgeable.
Isn't she so great at?
Yeah, 911. And but like she was saying to me, okay, this is another thing. Somebody said on YouTube,
Look at.
oh, you just go down to your police department and you tell them you're a YouTuber,
Oh.
and then
So then it's open.
then you can say, I'm a YouTuber. I might get calls to be swatted. Don't take them so seriously and do something else. They told me they can't do that. They could say I'm a YouTuber. They could try to put that there, but they said,
They
do
could
you
try to
understand?
put that there.
It wouldn't be like they could call me and say, hey, how you doing? Are you okay? Because we got a call, and then they said, because I could be forced to be saying that. So anytime they get a call that there's a situation going
We're gonna do
on,
this one too.
like that, they have to send the SWAT team.
Spilling's writing on the ground.
My YouTube channel, Mommy Ramblings blog. I'm here today to tell you about something that's going on in YouTube and something that I need your help with exposing. Let me start and give you a little synopsis. I created this channel in February of 2012 as a supplement to my blog, mommyramblings.org. Now, up until mid-December of 2018, the family lifestyle blog that I founded in 2010 was my main concentration.
Founded.
Call it divine intervention, a God's plan, but I hang up with my blog server while
Hell for everyone.
the holiday gift guide season was in full swing in November of 2018, changed that up completely. As any blogger knows, gift guides for the holidays are one of the busiest times and most chaotic times that bloggers go through. We receive a multitude of packages from the sponsors we're working with, and we scramble to get the items photographed, do unboxings, and write our reviews in a timely manner to get them added to our holiday gift guides on our blog for that season. I just happened to be in the throes of that when my server became unreliable, and we choose, along with my choose, as Christopher Watt, daughter's came the release of over to be resolved, police reports, the search warrants, the interrogation is that the victim and photos, mother, daughter, man, and maid, the senseless murder, followed true crime cases and love. And I found myself falling asleep listening to the interrogations as I made my morning notes on my real life, shared my deep as I was out there, did it, recorded it. I did that about the whole thing. Woke up and they were from viewers. Video coffee with like the neighbor next door views, or way more encouraged these videos from another. All of the packages that had been piling up for months going, and it spurred me another. In this case, in a matter of weeks, things were completely opposite. Took a back seat. Content creator with a focus on true real content. Processes that occur actually end up steering you in another direction. I truly believe everything happens for a reason. It's hard to accept that when
Her eyes
everything's
aren't
falling
even
apart.
looking at it.
I became known
She's not
for
even
my
reading it.
factual coverage on the Watts case, and that's how many people discovered me. We had a hashtag facts not fluff, and it resonated with many that were looking for real true crime case coverage that was not full of speculations, conspiracy, or clickbait. Connecting with like-minded people evolved into a growing community, and that community was filled with people whom I got to know and care about, which was very unexpected but very welcomed. I would never know how important that community would become a couple of years later, and I truly believe it was God's hand that put all of that in place, because I would rely on the strength of that community to support me in the very, very near future. I branched out. I started doing premiere videos with live chat that allowed me to connect in real time with the community, and then went on to do live videos where we could really get to know each other in real time. I had a vision for the channel, which I expressed to the community. I wanted to do something I had not seen done before. I wasn't even sure it was possible.
I know.
In getting to know each other, we found that we had more in common than just true crime. We liked doing crafts, we liked reading, we liked collecting vintage things, and much more. I went on a quest to find the hardware and software needed to allow me to have panels of guests on live videos where we would discuss trials, crime cases, do crafts, and in a few months, we were up and running closer, and allowed us to interact and engage extended family. Son passed away tragically and unexpectedly on May 6, 2020. His loss allowed me to connect with others in our community who are part of that club that nobody wants to belong to. And we added live grief panels to our content, and together we would join together and help each other through the various stages of grief that never end when losing a child. Through my channel and content, I've been blessed to have connected with special.
Now watch, listen to what she says.
People, including Rosemarie D'Alessandro, the mother of murdered Brownie Girl Scout Joan D'Alessandro, who was killed by her neighbor, a high school science school teacher, in 1973 in Hillsdale, New Jersey. Now, Rosemarie contacted me after her son saw a video that I made about her daughter, Joan. Rosemarie and I went on to do some video interviews about what happened to Joan and how she became very active and passed several laws and acts to protect victims after Joan's murder. I also connected with Sandra Rusak, mother of Shanann Watts, and Kim Devins, who's the mother of Bianca Devins, who was murdered in July of 2019. And horrifically, her killer posted the pictures of her murder on Instagram. And they were there for 20 to 30 minutes before they were able to be removed. And that's all because it's almost impossible just to reach right out and contact these social media companies. Together we've met. Now listen. To try to pass new laws to protect victims and their families.
She thinks she's see how she included herself? Victims and their families. Together we pass new laws that protect
families on these social media platforms, including YouTube. We have the wisdom and guidance of Rosemarie D'Alessandro, who many years earlier had been very successful at passing several laws and acts that protect victims, such as Joan's Law and Paula's Law. So it sounds probably to you like it's been all a very positive experience, right? Well, along with the good, there's been some bad. More than bad, there have been things that I could only describe as horrific, maybe even evil.
What she just talked about.
Evil. Frankly, I've experienced things that may have stopped a weaker person and sent them running from YouTube forever. I'm certain that's what they were designed to do. Almost immediately after our channel started to develop a strong following and impressive channel growth, the trouble started. One night when I was live in the winter of 2019, I received a call from someone who said that they were watching me and they were coming to kill me. When I hung up that phone to call the police, they started to leave several messages on her voicemail. They kept calling, leaving these disturbing messages. I actually have a video that I made of the messages on my channel in a plea to identify the caller, and that'll be linked in the video description if you'd like to hear it. I warn you, it's quite disturbing.
Right.
We called the New York State Police that night, and it would not be the last time we reached out to them regarding threats we received.
It was the
time-
one of 430,000 other times we reached out.
The individual was calling me. The county sheriff's department was getting
wait, what?
calls from someone else
Oh,
or the same person
oh,
saying that they left a pipe bomb in our yard and they were going to detonate it. Next morning, we found investigators from the sheriff's department combing our property looking for these explosives. I received threats through email as well. It seemed that whoever it was wanted to terrorize me by telling me that if I did not stop my channel and get off of YouTube, myself and my family would be attacked and hurt. The graphic emails were beyond disturbing and outlined the most heinous things that the writer wanted to do to myself, my children, and our youngest sons. Almost 2 weeks after that started, my chat was invaded by a woman from Boston who was hell-bent on becoming my BFF and co-host. The whole encounter with her lasted less than 8 weeks, but her stalking and abuse continued to this day. Long story short, she tried to take over my channel. She wanted to tell me what to do. She was impulsive, rough, and she fought with almost everyone. She wanted to turn the channel into a drama channel. She was constantly telling me to check out the content of several drama creators she watched. I did not want this at all, began to distance myself from her and have her up on panel less and less. One night she was on panel, she was fighting with other people, and it got to the point that it had to be stopped. As we got the whole situation calmed down and we thought it was resolved, she started up again to the point that she needed to be muted. She was furious, absolutely furious that she was muted. And you can hear that in the threats that are also documented and linked in the video description. But that fact that she was muted was just beyond comprehension to her. She couldn't understand it. How could this happen to her? A few nights later, she misconstrued something I said to say that I thought she was someone else that was on our panel. This didn't even make sense, wouldn't even be upsetting to any person, in my opinion, but she became enraged over this to the point that she wouldn't stop texting me one night about it. I had to go to sleep, and I said to her in my sarcastic humor, "It's enough. I didn't say you were that person. Give it up. Stop being such a drama queen. It's not attractive." And I went to bed. The next day, my family was out of town shopping in Pennsylvania, and the internet service, Wi-Fi, is sketchy at best, going through the mountainous regions there. So while we were going through, freaking out. Okay, you know, it's getting extremely old, but it's also, when your family is almost killed in a SWAT and someone's trying to say it didn't happen or you called it on yourself, it's ridiculous. Let's look at what she debunked.
Okay, you're not even going to believe what just happened. We just got swatted.
Someone called the New York State Police saying that they were my husband.
They said that somebody called in
Saying that they were my husband.
and said that Jimmy killed me and the kids.
Someone called the New York State Police saying that they were my husband.
Jimmy killed me and the kids.
I was live when this call was made to the police.
We'll wait till 3:33 because it was 3:28. Try to shut this. We just got swatted.
I remember that night you had just gotten off of a live.
I think we're done with the sleuthing for tonight. What is it? 3? Is it 3?
When I got off here,
We'll wait till 3:33 because it was 3:28. We have 5 minutes, and then we'll sign off. Because I got off early for some reason. Because I'm exhausted.
3:31.
I was determined to let the world know what went on.
Oh, we have pictures of them.
And I told my husband to get photos of this because they will deny this ever happened. After they left, I went live.
Are they on there?
They're on there.
To let them hear the fear, panic, and pain in my voice and Jimmy's.
All right, hello everybody. I'm gonna go back to bed. Good night. She's okay, and we're all okay.
He doesn't react at first. Like when Jimmy was here, and first he goes, "I'm going to bed."
All right, hello everybody. I'm gonna go back to bed. Good night.
He didn't go to bed. Both he and I didn't go to bed until after 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay, the Einstein. And she started with a slide that said that our SWAT, right, occurred in January of 2020, January 17th, around 3:34 p.m. a.m. I'm sorry. Okay, very deceptive. In the early morning hours of January 17th, 2020. Just to say what they told us, they said that somebody called in and said that Jimmy killed me and the kids. Yes, they thought my husband killed the whole family. Jimmy killed me and the kids. But she was deceptive. But you don't know what happened. You don't know why it was so scary. Because they went around to the front door and I didn't know who it was. I heard someone knocking on the door. And I heard a stampede of feet running across my porch. They were knocking on the door. They were pounding on the door. And I called Jimmy and Jimmy came down. And I said to Jimmy, someone's knocking on the door. I heard my husband coming down the stairs. And I called Jimmy and Jimmy came down because I thought he was an intruder. And then I heard Jimmy say, "Oh my God, the door is open." And when Jimmy came in, he said, "Carol," and he opened the door. "Oh my God, the door is open." I heard you say, "The door is open." Like, and you went, "What do you need, sir?" And you said, "Oh my gosh, the door is open." I immediately told these men to take whatever they wanted. Take anything you want. Just leave us alone. That just to spare our lives, and they could have anything they wanted. We've got 2 kids upstairs. Leave us alone. And I heard him say, "What do you want, sir?" They were asking him, like, "Did you shoot your wife and family? Did you shoot your wife and family?" And I heard him say, "I got kids upstairs." At that point, I'm standing in the hallway. The door opens, and my husband, and the way he's walking in front of these men. I saw a guy with a gun. Dressed all in black with nothing from the state police. Obvious. I saw a guy with a gun. I was going out. With me, it was snowing slightly on the ground. No jacket, with no shoes, out in the snow. I didn't even have the proper footwear, coats. Everything was on the other end of the house where I'd definitely be seen. At that point, I didn't know what to do. I can't even tell you because Jimmy said it 1,000 times. So I thought, okay, do I run out the side door? No, they're probably all out there. They'll see me. If anybody ever came in, just go I'll take care of him. You just go get out of the way, go get help. And it's snowing here. It was snowing slightly on the ground. It's snowing like crazy. We're in the middle of a blizzard. It was snowing slightly on the ground. I was going out with no jacket. If I ran in the laundry room with no shoes, out in the snow, and I was getting ready to run out in the snow the other way. If I was scared to run the other. New York State Police. It was snowing slightly on the ground. You see the snow? I told you there was snow that night. It was snowing slightly on the ground. Okay, there's the snow on their boots, on my floor, and when I grabbed my firearm. We have a BB gun pistol. I had grabbed a firearm. Thankfully, it was not where I was. I was trying to go get the gun. We have a BB gun pistol. I could have shot the guy. We have a BB gun pistol. I didn't know he was a cop. If I had the gun, BB gun pistol in my hand, I would have shot the guy. I would have. I thought he was an intruder. I didn't know it was a cop until he said, "We are the cops." He was wearing black. I just saw the gun and I thought we were dead. I was calling 911. Instead of calling 911, I accidentally called my friend in London. I was in my hand. I was dialing 911. Yeah, okay. I had 911 on the line. I was dialing 911, Jimmy. Oh, I collapsed T-scale. It was, I still have, anytime I hear like somebody knocking on the door or pounding on the door, something like that, I had to stand there with my head between my knees, pounding on the door. Just leave us alone. We've got little children upstairs. Take anything you want. Just leave us alone. We've got 2 kids upstairs. Leave us alone. So, yeah, they were shaken up too. They thought they were coming up here to a massacre. She's the one that she's the guy over there with the pump, with the, have the freaking gunny out over there.
Who called me?
I did. I called you.
Oh, you know, Trooper Fitzpatrick called also. I said it was just the state police number at 3:13 a.m. How come I didn't answer? How come I didn't hear it?
I have no idea, Jimmy.
And somebody at 3.
And that was her son. Her older son was the one posing with the gun. It's such a posed picture. Thankfully, the glare of my children slept through it. Okay. So, yes, the SWAT did happen. No, my son wasn't in the picture. Okay. You see this guy? This guy is pissed beyond belief. But what's worse is the people that believe you. He's scared. He's shattered. He didn't know what he was coming up here to see. I know I have PTSD. I mean, I didn't know it was the police because you couldn't see it. They had Jimmy in front of them, and they know then it was a SWAT, and they realize, okay, this is never going to be the same because we are in a system where any call to our house, as they saw, because they made them come out like 3 other times, and they saw there will be no more SWATs on us. You guys, you know, live stream and all that. They could say I'm a YouTuber. They could try to put that there, you know, because they said you guys are in the system. I might get calls to be swatted. Don't take them so seriously. We know people are what they're doing. So we'll always come out and check on you guys, make sure you're okay. After the SWAT, one good thing happened, that once we had the SWAT and do something else, they told me they can't do that. We were in the system. So thankfully, we wouldn't be killed in SWAT. But they said, do you understand? It wouldn't be like they could call me.
Trooper Fitzpatrick called also.
What are you going to do? You're going to call a SWAT on me? They already swatted me. And then, you know, then you can say, I'm a YouTuber. That's the one positive thing I have now, because if the police are called, they know. I might get calls to be swatted. Don't take them so seriously. After the SWAT, one good thing happened, that once we had the SWAT and do something else, they told me they can't do that. We were in the system. They could say I'm a YouTuber. They could try to put that there. So thankfully, we wouldn't be killed in SWAT, right? Because once you've had the SWAT, they're not going to SWAT again. You know that, right? But they said, do you understand? It wouldn't be like they could call me. You know, the last 2 times they were called after the SWAT. So anytime they get a call, they said, you know, they look it right up. Oh, they're in the system. That there's a situation going on like that, they have to send the SWAT team. You're not going to get a SWAT in again. They can't just say, oh, she told us she's a YouTuber. You know, they're live streamers. They have to. So I know that was out there that, oh, I should have just called the police and let them know I'm on YouTube. And then they have people that are harassing them. Then I would have been on a special list. You know that I'm in the system or you don't. And they wouldn't have sent the SWAT team. You know they're not going to SWAT again. That's not true. At least in New York, that is not true. Because what I put out is what I get back. I put out love and light. That is BBT. That is BBT.
You don't, Veronica? You think she's lying? Veronica, you think she's not telling the truth? For reals? Do you really think she's not telling the truth? Like, you think she's like being like facetious, or you think she's like lying? What's the difference? She misses me, Veronica. She really does. She says bingo bango all the time now. It's her favorite word.
And she appreciates you.
Bingo.
That's the most important thing.
Bango.
She
She loves me. Did you hear her appreciate me, Veronica? I almost want to play it again just because it's like so like unheard of. Like, when would you ever hear of that happening? Like, right?
Veronica says she's going to get to the bottom of this.
What?
And bring back the truth.
Which truth?
I've got people.
Which truth would
We
that
shall
be?
see the kitchen.
I want to see the kitchen. The kitchen. Wait, which part was I playing again? What was it? What was I gonna play again?
You said where she thanks you.
Oh yeah, I was thinking that I was gonna play the part where she. Wait, where she gets the phone? Yeah, where she gets the phone call? No,
That's where she is. That the emails?
no, the phone calls. I thought. Remember?
No, one of them is I put in cupcakes. And
Oh yeah,
is
yeah. She's not even in this. She's not even in the screen in this one. Hold on. Which one was I looking for?
where she thanks you.
Oh yeah. I kept forgotten.
I heard you were trying to.
Okay. There it is.
Yeah, Veronica said that she heard that she was trying to
It's brilliant, Veronica.
involve you in
No, it's brilliant. Which one is it? I forget.
the one with the big red on it.
Oh yeah. Dang it. Just missed it. Carolyn. I got it. Thank you. Gosh.
Yeah,
Give me a
maybe
headache.
you got going.
I don't freaking know.
Not
Too
BBTs.
many BBTs.
MRBs.
Only worse than one. Two BBTs is worse than one BBT.
Bingo bango. She
Oh.
said she made her own bingo bongo.
Bingo bongo. Yeah, and that's what the thing said.
And
It
she said it's right here.
says
in
it.
the puzzle.
Yep, right there.
Found and searched for my birth announcement. Yes, you heard me correctly. Birth announcement. Then
BBT.
what happened?
It can't be-
Everybody said, "Oh, bring the stroller." I said, "Yeah, it'll be fun."
Oh, that's so
I
fun.
brought the stroller.
That's so important.
Wackadoodle.
Well,
Yeah, right.
these people, not just one time, it was mentioned in their latest video, but it was mentioned prior to this. And it was said that I was a poor pet owner, and this is what I think of my pets, and I let them go. Now, guys, I'm going to show you what happened. Okay, let me just go right here to this. Have a great one. I'll be back a little. To look at this stroller. Do you know in 2019, Zoe, if you remember, I lost Zoe. Yeah. Okay. She wasn't with me. He wasn't with me. But I want you to look at where we are right now and who is around me. Because while BBT, and thank you, BBT, for pointing it out,
You won't.
called out Irene after she called me
You won't.
because Irene speaks like this. You're so stupid. You're so stupid, Carolyn.
I'm gonna reiterate. Leave the voices up to me, please. Okay, and the
Wasn't that
singing.
yours?
Stop it with the.
Wasn't the stupid thing yours?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
You're so stupid. What you did with your dogs. You brought your dogs around. You brought your dogs around and you got your dogs there. You let them go. You're so stupid.
Like you're pink.
That's Irene.
Steroids.
BBT said to her,
I didn't
well,
say
not
that.
for anything, Irene. I wouldn't be calling anyone stupid when you haven't even, when you're accusing Carolyn of bringing her puppies there and putting their lives in danger
I said that.
when it's yarn that's in the stroller.
Well, and
I wouldn't talk about stupid.
and that's pretty weird too. So
But Irene loves to name call, and Irene loves to bash and bully,
and so don't you.
along with Florida.
Oh.
Water seeks its own level. They've certainly found theirs.
Oh.
But I want you to look at this. because in the half-assed
Oh,
apology,
what
which
about-
was not an
What about arst?
Ours.
No, it's not half arst.
apology, it was a correction that was half-assed
Well,
because
again,
it was,
what about?
oh, we still think she's extremely dangerous
Oh,
because she let the stroller go and it could have hit a
Jan lives
child.
matter
It
too.
could have hit somebody with a cane.
Jan
It could have
life
hit
matter.
somebody in a walker. Do you see where I am?
No.
And I did not intentionally,
Well, why'd you get so?
I
amped
did
up?
not intentionally let the stroller go.
Oh my
I
God!
changed hands.
You did get a little.
And when I changed hands,
Why are you
my
even talking
stroller
about this? Why am I playing
rolled
this?
a little bit over here.
Thank you.
But that didn't stop them from saying, don't let her around a child. Don't let her around this. Don't let her around that. And still, in that half-assed apology,
Man.
Yeah,
said
that's
this. Now I'm
three.
going to let you see exactly what happened, okay?
It's good, you guys. Just
Tell me
go
how
with it.
dangerous this is. I'm so dangerous.
It's good.
The 3-4, let's go. Golly, get the carriage. Oh my God.
The yarn.
I let it go
yarn.
for a minute to
Yes,
change
you took
hands
it
and it
with a
started
ball.
rolling.
In the floor.
Run away,
How
yarn.
dangerous is that? Would you please put up in
You're
the
pretty
chat
dangerous.
how dangerous I am with yarn,
It was
with
pretty
yarn
dangerous. You acted
in a
like it was
stroller.
dangerous.
with nobody that was near us?
Well,
Do you think that
Mm-hmm.
that what? You did
anybody would pull that up
what?
and talk about how dangerous
Oh,
I am?
you no, because it's
Let
yarn.
me
But
see. Let me just grab onto that.
will you thank me again one more time? Just
Yes,
for,
I'm not on YouTube. I want to get on YouTube where
just for
you
shits
guys
and,
are.
oh, right in the beginning too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just for shits and giggles, can you thank me again?
There you are. Trial date will be set in the case,
Oh wait, we can listen.
and
to
on legal fund,
Oh,
because we are going to be going to a trial November
Yeah,
18th.
Congress?
The trial date will be set in the
is it on
case.
Congress?
And I ask for your support through this. I appreciate it. And our legal fund drops down. Appreciate that. We are going to have a trial date set on November, I believe it's, well, the letters ago, it may be November 25th that the trial date gets set. So we're excited for that. Very excited. And Jackie, just a note to you, since you want to be there, it's not in New York City, honey. The court we're in is not in New York City. I wish it was. That would be fun.
Where
It's
is
not
it?
in New York City. Okay. Anyway,
How come you don't care who followed us to court, me to court, huh? Maybe they were following you to
Because they
court.
wanted to go see.
Yeah, right.
Us.
How come you're not all outraged that somebody could have put your life in danger over Zoom? I mean, you never know, right?
She did, Veronica.
How come?
Bingo.
Yes, she did, Veronica. She said she wants to be BBT. She's jelly.
And then she made up Bingo Bongo.
Yeah, because that's
In
what
her-
it,
in
right,
her.
right. Allegedly, it said it.
let me go over here. And I'm going to
Stop by thanking BBT.
read to you our community post.
Aw. Stop by thanking BBT. Dear follower.
Call comments community now. And sometimes you might, or
Dear
let me pull this over here.
BBT.
Let's see. Oh, if you can call them that, use this video, the one that's linked there with my daughter on it,
Oh, geez.
to incite hate against me. Okay, what these people did is they
Oh.
took this video. Now,
Right.
these people are so obsessed. This video was made in 2019. They spend all day going through my content. They spend, well, they even found and searched for my birth announcement. Yes, you heard me correctly. Birth announcement. Birth announcement. We'll talk about that in a minute. But they're not obsessed, right? Tell me you're obsessed with me without saying it. Searching for somebody's birth announcement and posting that on the internet? Boy, you've proved that one. Okay. So what they did here is
Weird,
now
weird.
anybody that's been with me for a long time, and a lot of you have,
I'm sure we've all been with you for a lot of years. Unfortunately, we had no choice.
some of you even, they're always talking about that I need to be exposed. The internet needs to know what a dangerous person I am. What a dangerous person. These people walk around in chats and they say, do you know what she did to me? No, why don't you tell me, Lori Coley, what I did to you? I did, but I damaged you. Walk around and you constantly, when you were doing all of this crazy stuff, that she did nothing. Or incredible, or whatever word she used. And she made sure that my family was doxxed again. So everything I say here is completely truthful. Okay? It was just brought to my attention that they actually doxed my entire family, and it was endorsed.
Even, like, I don't know, for that year, because if you put that away, I think it's going to crack. Plus, I think, how do you clean?
Want to threaten you, that they're going to threaten you with the community, and I had better watch it. Okay? Don't worry about that. I'll make sure that community knows what you were going to do to me.
That
maybe it's once they're rushed, and that's what we meant. And we're not talking about any creator, any community, even what we we're not.
is like as super cheap as possible or whatever it is, but it doesn't look good. And it's like, I don't even want to waste my time, or
We're not even talking about fake bake here. This is about the DIYs. I said, I don't know what it is. The ones I'm seeing, they just look like, and somebody's going to say they're rushed. And that's what we meant. And we're not talking about any creator, any community, even what we said about the spackle. I was wondering about the spackle. That related to my jar, because before that I said I was going to maybe put some fake snow or maybe take hot glue and drip it down the sides and paint it white. That's what I was talking about.
Someone's
But
not
some
tricked at all.
people that try to put a narrative.
Don't fuck around and switch a narrative up on the arts and craft community, because these bitches will. She can make a shank. She can have someone make a shank like no one's business. Okay, ma fuzz.
And don't say she can't make an ice cream cake.
Shit, that's like fight. She's a velociraptor, and she's a street fighter. Look at these bitches.
Tiger.
She's nuts.
About themselves, ones who want to threaten you, that they're going to threaten you with the community, and I had better watch it. Okay? Don't worry about that. I'll make sure that community knows what you were going to do to me.
Who?
What community?
come on, I wouldn't even, like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm very disappointed this year. Like, I've seen the worst DIYs this year. Like,
I don't know whether
DIYs.
Yeah.
Oh, she's showing.
Yeah, it's too craft.
And that's Bucky.
It's too homemade.
Dollar Tree, she said.
Yeah,
I
and
know
it looks like a
Not
child
fake bake.
though. It looks like
Fake
a
bake.
6-year-old did it.
Fake and bake.
Right, exactly. Sort of like that wreath I got that one
You're not
time.
exactly sure if
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like it. I just like.
I don't
come
really
on,
want
can't.
to.
Fake bake? I don't think so.
I don't
I
really
think
want
some aren't
yes.
putting the time to the.
Yeah, they're trying to.
Well, that's
crafting ability.
Yeah, you don't fuck around. They called it fake and bake, I think, instead of wake and bake.
exactly what it is too. They take the cheapest, fastest route.
Uh-oh.
But I
Yeah,
think
they
they
look
like
great.
burnt out because how many,
Burnt out, I said.
pizza pan DIYs.
Pizza
are you
pan
gonna do?
DIYs.
And then,
Not fake
I don't
bakes.
know, just
But that's the narrative.
kind of not too.
Here you go, Veronica.
Wow.
Like I said,
What are you doing?
I just used
I heard that one too, Sharon.
Yeah.
from my
Those are her wound backs. That's what
tan.
they tried to spin, to try to get a whole community to go after me.
Wait, what? Oh,
And those of you that heard her threat,
Beautiful.
oh.
My son.
No one heard any threat.
heard the anger
Imagine.
in that woman's voice,
I kind of heard.
and that's why
What?
I was told to record that immediately.
Oh, by who?
Because it was, you want to talk about dangerous?
He-
That's dangerous. That threat that I was given tonight is dangerous.
What threat was that?
Was it credible?
They want to talk about me switching hands and a stroller of yarn.
Oh, jeez. Are we back on that?
On a path, moving over that my daughter grabbed
We're
it.
back on this?
Being dangerous when they talk about threats.
5 years ago.
Come on.
5 years ago.
Come on.
Come on, mofos.
Dangerous.
Come on. Come on. Enough. Come on.
And again, they brought up what happened last December that my husband and the other eyewitness is a victim of. Yeah, they're the victims.
With wide focus on
You don't know what happened, do you?
Right.
You don't.
Right. But
I know that you don't.
she brings it up again.
Because you weren't there. And my husband is a victim. And that other witness is a victim.
And
Learn the facts.
And the woman who lost her life is a victim, Carolyn. For fuck's sake. Dumbass.
This was the night she thanked BBT.
Yep. She's so kind.
It's not new.
So kind.
Okay, so hi, Mary Warren. How are you?
Good as ours.
But this isn't new.
No, it's not. Well,
So does anybody else have anything that they think I need to address? Is there anything that you have heard that you want me to address?
BBT again. Come on. One more time.
Yes, did be show us
Because
boxer deceased son.
Yes.
Neither of us.
Right.
Where the credit
Would ever make light of that. And Scooter, who lives close to that courtroom, cannot even go to that trial.
I want that too.
Come up and say what happened is there. And so Scooter said something.
Once again.
And I said something. We're talking about Dave.
Oh, yeah. Again.
What?
Dave again.
And it was the way you cope.
Oh.
Scooter's heart. I know it didn't matter
Right.
your own losses, your own stuff.
Just for
People,
Who?
Carolyn.
Oh.
they did here.
Carolyn.
I'm not sure she's going to be around tonight.
I'm done with you, Carolyn.
Exactly, Gigi. Only one thing needs to be addressed, and that's that video.
That's right, Gigi. You tell him, Gigi. Thanks, guys, for playing. And Veronica, I hope your questions get answered too. I got a bunch of questions. I'm still looking for Ivy Lynn. You out there, Ivy? Come on out there. Come on. Veronica has a seat right next to you. Bye, guys. Thanks for playing. We'll be
We
back.
played your song yesterday, Veronica.
We did.
We're
Your Veronica song. Just imagine it. Thanks, guys.
Good night.